Yo, what's up, gamers? We are going to be playing some Wuchang Fallen Feathers because Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater has a 60 gigabyte update on top of the 30 gigabytes that I already downloaded. So we're gonna kill some time on some Wuchang, you know, see what we can do here while that downloads. And because, you know, we've been live streaming all day and just sort of, I was like redirecting all of you viewers from one stream to the next and I like kind of didn't want to lose any of that momentum by being like, all right, let's just sit here for an hour or whatever and watch this game download. I was like, I don't really have anything we could talk about regarding Metal Gear leading up to Snake Eater without, you know, getting into spoilers, so We'll chill on this for a bit, and then we'll pivot. Okay, so there's a couple things I want to try here while we have a moment. Oh no, I don't need to go into that actually. I want to try Heavenly Thunder and also the Thunderstorm. So the difference between these two spells is this one does paralysis 100, this one does paralysis 30. And this one requires magic level 4, this one is magic level 2. So it's like, even though the second one looks and sounds more powerful, it doesn't... I honestly can't figure out the difference between these two spells. So we're gonna do like the... we'll start with Heavenly Thunder, and then we'll try Thunderstorm. I want to test it on this enemy and kind of show you and see what your reactions are. So let me know in chat or in the comments or whatever. I will electrify my sword as well, because we need to get enough Skyborn Might to be able to use the attack. So this is Heavenly Thunder, which... decent little chunk. I mean, maybe did like 1/5 of damage. Okay, so I'm gonna trigger it. It's definitely a big chunk, but it also feels like it could land outside of where our enemy is. Okay, so let's try it here. Nope, not close enough, but it did trail. Okay, so it could launch like a line to get to them. I also feel like maybe the cast time is not super great. I feel like this one strikes, it does its thing. This is more of like a damage over time and like AoE type thing. Now, the other thing that's really important is the echo of the bow sorcerer. I checked out some videos about this spell, and I'm gonna show you guys how this works fighting this guy. And by the way, this is late game, one of the hardest spots. Let me try to say this best. Okay, so this area is like, it's super late game, but it's one of the best spots to actually grind XP. You can get 20,000 Red Mercury for killing this bird guy. And I mean, you could do it in like a minute or two. I mean, granted, I'm not even using the best tools for the job. I feel like fire does more damage to him, and I'm just like testing out other skills and abilities. Okay, so we're gonna get enough to be able to use the bow sorcerer spell which is some of the frost things that she does. Okay, so I'm gonna trigger it, which, yeah, pretty good damage. But like, once again, these spells don't protect you with any alacrity. So if you get hit during casting or something, yeah, like both of these spells don't have alacrity. But this one, because it is over, requires more than 4, requires 5 Skyborn Might. You can go over here and equip a perk. Let me make sure I have it equipped. I'm pretty sure I do. We go, let's see, this one. Yeah, spells that require 4 or more Skyborn Might increase your tenacity, making these spells more difficult for enemies to interrupt. So yeah, quite handy. I think I also, like, every time I leveled up, I put some stuff into, like, strength and magic and vitality, so I do have 1500 HP. I mean, that should be substantially more health than the last time I fought Bomagus. I think the other change I want to experiment with this boss fight is the Jade Pendant. It's called Thunder Pendant. Greatly increases your weapon's lightning damage at the cost of reducing physical damage. Like, you can unequip this and, like, go over to your weapon. You're like, all the numbers here in the bottom right corner all disappear. You can see all those numbers, and they're all the same. Let's see, magic is at level 2, paralysis 15. If I put this on, I don't think I was seeing any sort of, like, increase. Yeah, like, I'm not seeing any change in any of the numbers. Lightning is still 68 plus 15. Like, yeah, 68 plus 15. Like, nothing changed. Like, am I crazy? Like, maybe it's just, it makes a change, but maybe, you know, they didn't put stuff in the game for it to actually reflect on the stats screen for those of us that are nerds. I don't know. But my magic is at 25, so that is, like, the soft cap for, like, all these skills. Of course, my strength and agility are way over the top on that cap. So I'm in a good spot, I think, with character stats to be able to go into this fight. I just don't know if this pendant is all that useful, but, like, the pendant I was using, I believe, was this one, which was just slightly reducing damage taken, like, which is good. I don't know if she's a large enemy, so I don't know if that would be good. I could increase the potency of physical attacks, but, like, once again, I don't know, maybe we go over here, like slash and stab 133 plus 107. Like, let's see if that changes when I unequip this. Okay, that actually changed. So 133 plus 85, 129 plus 83. And then if we put this on, we go back. Yeah, this might be the one to equip, actually. Go over here. Yeah, 133 plus 107, 129 plus 104. That's actually pretty substantial there. Yeah, Kong, well, guess fucking what? You know what? Like, it's so shitty. I downloaded a 30 gigabyte game, clicked it, checked for updates, everything was good. Then I launched the game, and then it was like 60 gigabyte update, It's gonna take like an hour. Like the biggest fuck you that this game could have given me. So we're calling an audible. We have to kill some time playing some games, and then we'll pivot over. But yeah, I got screwed by the updates, man. I was so pissed. So yeah, there are no gears to be meddled. If you want gears, we already did a full playthrough of Gears of War. You know what I mean? Like, no, what's up, man? Did you enjoy the comic book thing? I mean, it would be pretty funny if we're actually able to take out Bomegas, you know? Yeah, I downloaded the game, I checked for updates, but the updates didn't show up until I launched the game proper. Which I was like, I don't want to launch the game proper because I don't want anyone on stream to like miss out, you know, if it plays like a cutscene in the intro or something. You never know with some of these games. So, no, PlayStation does the same thing. In PC, I do have everything like fully updated, but nah. I think it's safer to play on console, and actually, from the reports out there, apparently the PlayStation version is the least optimized and is having some of the most trouble. So I hope they can get that fixed, because this is a game that you want to run really well across all platforms, no matter who's playing, whether it's their first time on whatever platform. We definitely want to make sure that the experience is perfect all the way across the board. Yeah, you and the Terry McGinnis thing. So yeah, we got the we got that Batman Beyond and Static issue that looks pretty cool. So that might be just for you, man. I'm excited for that. I think there's also like a lot of biased people that are like, I love Kojima, but I'm not mad at Konami anymore. I'm like, I played Silent Hill 2 remake. It was great. I'm hearing great things about this remake. It has overwhelming positive reviews on Steam. But granted, there's going to be a lot of people playing today that are, you know, the early access, 48-hour early access is over. So we're actually going to have like a ton of gamers getting on now. But I saw like a bunch of the reviews were just like, I'm not playing this slop because I love Kojima. And I was like, okay, like, I love him too, but like, this is a celebration of one of Kojima's great games. Like, you know, you can't really expect to see him working on this when Konami and him are on the outs, you know? Like, it's... And I did hear that they removed his name from the credits, but like, you know, he's in the original game. I just think when it comes to remakes, it's kind of weird. They will have the original credits oftentimes, like with Gears of War. With Gears of War, they had the 2006 original launch of the game credits. Then they had the Ultimate Edition credits. And then they had the reloaded, the newest edition credits. So they did that, where it was like you could watch all three, and if you beat the game, you would see all three credits. But with Metal Gear Solid Delta, apparently they've just chosen, maybe, as far as I know, to just play the credits for the new game, which technically he did not work on the remake. But I still believe he deserves, like, a, you know, thanks to the creation of blah, blah, blah. Like, he needs to have a mention there. Like, it's... I think we get into some sort of, like, copyright and, like, lawsuit territory of, like, okay, you may own Metal Gear, but, like, Kojima created it. He wrote it. He directed it. Like, you know what I mean? So, it's weird. It's petty shit, but I'm gonna play the game because I love Metal Gear Solid. You know what I mean? Well, that went good, and we got a Blood of Wang Di. So it's like not only do you get 20,000 Red Mercury every time you kill this beast, which takes about maybe a minute or two, maybe less if you have a really good build, and then you have a chance, and usually for me it's like every like, I don't know, 2 to 5 times that I kill him, I get an extra 10k. So you have a chance at like 20 to 30k Mercury in at every attempt here. So it's a quick way to level up, which I fight this dude about 3 times and I usually have enough for a level up. And that might be different for you based on whatever level you're on, but like, yeah, at this point, like, to get to level 104, I need 67,000 Red Mercury. So it's a little crazy at the point that we're at right now, but I think we'll get some extra magic just to boost that, because I know we're gonna hit her with a lot of thunder. Definitely playing the game, as in Metal Gear. Yeah. Yeah, like, I know there's people that are, like, super mad, and, you know, like, people use their Steam reviews to, like, meme, or just to be mad about something, like, unrelated to the game, you know? My depth perception is off. Got him. See, it's not... Wait, did I get another one? I have never gotten Blood of Wang Di back to back, dude. That's insane, dude. Okay, that's almost enough for a level up. We're close. Maybe one or two more fights against him. Okay. After this, after we level up one more time, I'm going to go down there and fight the boss again. And we'll see how well we do. I also think the Punisher is coming back. So I forgot to mention that on this latest video with the comic book haul. But... so not only is there the Batman Punisher crossover comic, but like Marvel is actually bringing back the Punisher. They took him away for a while because the right-wing propaganda kind of co-opted him to be a political movement, and it's like the Punisher would never stand for some of that garbage, like corrupt cops and, you know, the whole BLM issue. Like, the Punisher would not be on the white side of things. He is very much anti-corruption, no matter who it's coming from. See, and you also, I mean, that spell on this guy, it procs Frost. So, like, I wonder if it would do that to her, because procking, usually in Souls games, like, procking more than one element is, like, insane and super deadly. Right, Daredevil? Yeah, we gotta do Metal Gear Solid 4. I think it's gonna be in the Master Collection too. They've teased it, they've talked about it, they know how important it is, they know how loud the community outcry is. So Konami has to know. It's just a matter of fact of like getting it done. And also there was the announcement that some of the latest technology that exists for emulation has been able to sort of crack the PS3's like code for, you know, to simplify it the best, is like, it was really hard to develop PS3 games because it was a very specific infrastructure, which makes it very hard. That's why we've never seen like a Heavenly Sword remaster or anything like that. Like, you're never seeing PS3 games pulled forward. Like, only Naughty Dog was willing to do things with Last of Us, but with Metal Gear Solid 4, I mean, it was just like tied to that infrastructure. It just doesn't run anywhere else. So, but yeah, I mean, like, there's so many great like PS3 bangers that like nobody knows about or understands, like, or like Warhawk, like all these games. Like, there's actually people that have said in this chat that the PS3 didn't have any good games. I was like, were you alive? Like, what were you, like a fucking baby when the PS3 launched? Like, out here saying that it wasn't the PS4 is the best era of gaming. PS4 was alright, but like PS3 was like when 3D got gorgeous. Like, when 3D gaming went from, you know, looking like a bunch of pixelated, you know, 2D images to actually like hyper realistic, where it's like, am I playing a movie right now as I'm playing games like Heavy Rain and stuff? Like, get out of here. Okay, so that should be enough for a level up. Yeah, golden age of gaming. 10 out of 10. Right, let's see if we can level up. Maybe we can purchase some additional power-ups or something as well. Because I kind of grinded a little too much. Agility. We got some vitality, we got endurance, which is stamina. I think this factors into damage. And we have a lot of agility. Let's go ahead and get this endurance. That's something different. And like, on my run where I almost killed the boss, I got to the end and I was about to get rid of her, and then I ran out of stamina, and I was like resting for each one strike. So instead of like pulling back, fully resting, coming back in with full stamina and being able to do combos and special abilities and stuff, I just got totally cornered, and I was like low on health too, and I was just like, dude, she just needs like 1 or 2 swings and she's dead. Like, it was a disaster. How much do I have left? 16k? Yeah, let's see if we can teleport over to Annalum. Let's go ahead and spend those points, and then we'll go into the boss fight. Oh yeah, that like nasty, like muscular, veiny looking bridge. Gross. Yeah, that's Red Mercury. Like, it grows like a root, and I guess they cut into it and use it to achieve some form of like everlasting life. And yeah, here it is. It's like a tree, and it kind of breathes and moves around a little bit. It tends to possess people as well, and I think it's got something to do with the cause of the feathering, which is, you know, kind of the big
You made it.
big thing that my character is able to harness the feathering and use it to be powerful, and other people end up feathered and they turn into like nasty, evil creatures. I'm just like, oh crap. Okay.
Come back soon.
Burned up all our points. Yeah, because I don't like to go into the boss arena with any XP. Always a good practice. Yeah, Snake Eater. I think we give it like an hour or so, or maybe a little less. Now, granted, me playing a game is going to slow down the install, but I was like, we've been streaming all day. I've been redirecting viewers from one stream to another. I didn't want to lose everybody that was watching or any potential lurkers, you know. Didn't want to have to start over at 0. Looks like veins of a skeletal structure. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Let me teleport over there. But yeah, it definitely has like kind of like you're stepping on it and you feel like a kind of squishy thing, but it also kind of crunches a little bit like bones. So it's got a little bit of both. Because it is technically like a root, you have to consider that it's like a tree, but it's like organic, like and it has that kind of, yeah, like you see all these like little pustules growing out of the ground, and you know there's like fungus and kind of a coral type look to everything as well. But yeah, there's your bridge. It's yeah. Yeah, anyway. Maybe what I should do, I was thinking, okay. We do stamina cost. Maybe any niter pods do it. Okay, high fire damage. Let's do that. Like, just in case I'm like, oh, dude, I have 1 HP. Like, if I just throw a pot, it will kill her. Like, let's do that. Maybe that will help. Also, having this pendant here that maybe deals more damage, we might be able to utilize that. Yeah, stop looking at it. Would you stop looking at the nasty, veiny stuff? All right, I'm gonna just reset one more time. What's up, Koba? Pop, pop, pop. Okay. So we have everything all set up here. Okay, everything's looking good. Be able to proc Thunder right off the gate. The new game Lost Soul Aside. Yeah, I've been covering that. I've been kind of watching it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to play it. Because there's honestly too many games to play, and I'm already kind of busy with Wuchang here, and then after Wuchang, I actually want to go back and finish Wuchang, so I'm not really looking for another, whether it's more action-based or more Souls-like based, like Phantom Blade Zero, Where Winds Meet. Those are games that are like far enough away that I'm like, okay, I could still be hyped for those games and, you know, try to make sure that I have enough. And with Neo 3 dropping next year as well, it's like, dude, like, what do I play? Isn't that crazy? But like, I'll definitely follow it. I'll check it out if I have the opportunity. But
suffer judgment. By divine decree, they fall. Divine judgment is here. Divine judgment. The void beckons. Come, my little closer. Unacceptable. Nowhere near. Unacceptable. Those who defy the heavens, unforgivable. Let the heretics suffer judgment. By divine decree, they fall. The void beckons. The void beckons. Come on, closer. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Nowhere near.
I dodged at the wrong time. Ah, dude, breaking her shield is a lot harder. I don't know. I think we got a good strat going. And I was definitely in the zone. God, dude, it's just so hard to get her down to that last bit. Like, having that shield is incredibly OP. Like, if that's the spell that I unlock from her, like, I'm gonna be incredibly powerful if I get that spell. I would hope. If I get like a bubble that you have to like hit me like 15 times before it cracks, like, how we doing on Melgear? We're almost there. If we could beat her, I would be very happy.
The primordial deity may feast upon it! The void beckons.
Yeah, that's okay. It was a bad start. Like, I missed the backstab because I wanted to try to see if I could like greed and get a few swings in, because I've seen other players do that where they're like, they'll hit her with a heavy and do like another heavy and then they'll do the backstab, and I'm like, that never works when I try it. Like, it takes ages to get that. So, I don't know. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get a lot of Red Mercury. It's a side effect, I guess. It's so close. Like, I can taste the victory. Yeah, maybe we will give it some time here. Maybe we can get in here and get it done.
You tread upon sacred soil.
Brave the mist.
I offer this blood, that the primordial deity may feast upon it!
Okay, you can get that.
Those who defy the heavens, unforgivable.
Yeah.
Let the heretics suffer judgment. By divine decree, they fall. Nowhere near. Let the heretics suffer judgment. By divine decree, they fall. Come a little closer. Unacceptable. Nowhere near it. Unacceptable. Come a little closer.
Yes! Got her.
This twisted path I have tread.
Yes. Yes, dude. Magus' death will disrupt the chain of causality. The anomaly at the Reverend Temple is a key link in this chain. Proceed here to uncover the truth. Dude. Yes. Oh my god. And we got 87k from defeating her. That's crazy. That's actually a level up. Oh my god. The strat worked, man. Holy crap. Level 106. I guess I'll just back into agility. Okay, I want to actually hang on. I really want to watch that back. Let's see. Do we have let's see. Dude, I can't believe we did it. All right, one sec. We have to like reset up everything here. All the perfect dodges, yep. Did the ice spell to crack the shield. Well done. See, I wanted the backstab right there, but couldn't get it. And these guys showed up. Caught her on that dash, perfect. come the skulls.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, dodging away from the spin is not smart, sadly. You want to dodge like into it and try to get behind her. Ooh, dodging that was ooh. And then the damage it did once Frost procced was actually good. So like that spell's good even outside of the spell, the shield. Like it's good for just using against her in general.
Unforgivable.
Yeah, then she did her thing.
Let the heretics suffer.
Okay, so this is the winning run right here. So let's watch this. So yeah, good combo to start. Yeah. Then we get to the Defy the Heavens.
Let the heretics suffer judgment. My divine decree. They fall.
Sword comes down, you just gotta dodge the impact there. Which I'm far enough away, it usually doesn't hit. Dodge the flames of corruption. Dodge the spears. I missed that, that would have been good. Got behind her right here. Gave me invincibility frames from the skulls. Got in a bunch of free slashes right here. Really good combo. Dodged out of the shield. So she's got shield up. Heal up. Took some hits because I wasn't ready. Proc Frost. That's going to break our shield. Dodging, dodging, dodging. Shield is broken. And I re-proc lightning on the sword. She spawns the big boys. This is actually a good chance to backstab, but as you can see, I got caught. Didn't get it at the right times. And like every time she hits you, half your health is gone. That was a good backstab. I don't even know how that happened, but that's when I was like, this is the win. I was like, we got her this time. So now she's defying the heavens again, and we'll see the final bit. Final bit's right here. Hang on, I didn't full screen it. Hang on. Okay, so here is the final part. Let's see. Okay, so this is when I was fighting the summons. Took some damage. This is the backstab somehow. Even though it was more of a side hit, it still counts. And I got greedy, which was good. Because I was like, I got her, dude. It's over. And so when she did this, you see me clip it. I'm like, yeah, this is it.
Let the heretics suffer judgment. My divine decree.
So yeah, re-procced everything. Get ready to dodge. Which you can dodge into that attack and get a bunch of Skyborn Might and try to backstab her there as she lands. Because she wastes a lot of time. But this is when I was like, oh shit, I might be screwed. She put up the shield. I was like, it's not looking good. I don't have the spell ready. So I was like, I need some good dodges here. And then I messed that one up. So yeah, I was like, I'll try to hit her. Maybe break the shield a little. And then I got the spell. And I was like, you are cooked, lady. Yeah, we broke the shield. Oh, then that heavy hit. Try to heal. Trying to get strikes in between her swings. Did my sword ability. She's one shot.
Yes! Got her.
We did it. Incredible. Bomagus.
Twisted path I have tread.
Yes. And that's our commentary, man. Absolutely cooked. All right, hang on. Let me get back to gameplay. Hey, let's see. I don't know if those clips are actually going to be good, but yeah, we got a few. Okay. Your audio back up here. Oh, Metal Gear's ready. We can pivot. Let's just let's see what's gonna happen here. Let's get a tease for next time. Let's go to Annalum. And let's see what we actually got for doing that boss fight. Okay. So in terms of spells, we got ECHO of Bo Magus. Invoke the God of Shu to create a barrier around you that can withstand damage. I'm curious if it's actually as good as her barrier that she had. Because her barrier was crazy, dude. Like, I could slash that for ages, and it was like, nope, doesn't matter. Alright, we also should have gotten an item from her. Yeah. Okay. Magus's eyepiece. Hand over to Tao Ching to gain access to new products. An ancient and highly mysterious bronze eyepiece. The Bow people are led by the Magus, whose dark influence led them down a path of destruction. Their return to the surface, followed by a brutal massacre, was all to serve the Magus's twisted ambitions. Yeah, so she was I could tell she was kind of a bad guy from the start. Like, she was not a nice lady. She's just kind of laughing and giggling at us and stuff, you know? I'm like, I know something you don't know. Corruptive feathers. Your weapon gains increased feathering if a nearby enemy suffers corruption. Take reduced damage for a time. Increase corruption build up. 6 discipline skills. Poise break build up. Corruption, potency. Right. 9 discipline skills. Yeah, we gotta level up. Big time.
What treasures do you have for me today?
We'll give her the eyepiece, or give him the eyepiece
These patterns,
of hers.
unmistakable. This is an ancient artifact of the Bow people. I've seen these symbols before at the Shu Sanctum. It's their tribal mark. However, to use these marks so, this is no ordinary tribesman. It seems the strange happenings in Worship's Rise must be connected to this leader. Oh, your talents are truly remarkable. The fate of Worship's Rise may very well rest in your hands.
I agree. Oh, so we get her outfit. Ooh, I like the bracelet and the anklet. Yeah. Looks like it has a lot of frostbite resistance. Which is weird, because I felt like the frostbite actually hit her pretty hard. She has some pretty high corruption resistance, too. Yeah, no pendant, huh?
If you've got more than...
Interessante. Alright, let me check. I just want to make sure the panda doesn't have anything I haven't bought from him. I think we're good. Can pivot to some Metal Gear here in a bit. There's our panda buddy. Or? Yeah, it looks like the only thing I can buy are these. Yeah, like I own everything else.
Get lost. I will not open this door unless both you and Hadashia come together.
Dacia. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid had an update. So yeah, we're gonna pivot over to that shortly. Yeah, I had a pretty big update, and I was like, we need to pivot and do some gaming for a little bit, I guess. I wish we could buy more of the fruit.
Come back soon.
Yeah, I mean, can't play the game without the update. Like, it was 30 gigs for the game and then like another 60 for the update, which I had checked for updates. I was like, is this game ready? And I clicked it, but then like when I started the game, it was like, oh, update. I was like, wow, what a kick in the teeth, you know? Them vine things, yeah. We got the Red Mercury. All right, just for a tease for like what to look at for next time, let's go over to the Reverend Temple. We'll take a look. We'll get a preview of what's to come, which is probably going to be another boss fight. Oh boy. Back to the beginning. Yeah, I saw that. The multiplayer mod for Spider-Man, where you can like swing around with your buddies. Yeah, it's only PC. We don't have a way to mod console stuff. And that kind of breaks Sony's terms of service, so we, you know, gotta dance around that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, that was the game that Insomniac canceled, was like, we could have had our own Spider-Verse game, you know? So, what's changed here is the Buddha statue has been knocked over. Also, the Red Mercury is growing in here. But yeah, this is where we started the game. Only, what, like a month or two ago? Something like that. I feel like it's been longer, but it's probably only been like a month or something. Now, the game was going to be in the art style of Insomniac's Spider-Man. It wasn't going to be like the Into the Spider-Verse movies.
How did it come to this?
Oh no. It is in this cave, dude.
I've spent years studying the feathering and only recently learned of a divine object, a stone chisel, that could suppress it. The monsters haunting Worship's Rise sought this very item.
Which I have.
Commander Hong managed to seize a fragment of this sacred object from those fiends. After days of research, we finally made some headway on the feathering. I thought we were on the verge of a breakthrough, but the divine object was devoured by that creature. If only the divine object was still here. In time, it could save all living souls.
I actually don't know what to do here. Let me see. I don't think this is a good idea. Yeah, this is more of a Souls-like. It's definitely not hack and slash. Whereas like Wuchang and Stellar Blade might be more action adventure, this game is fully Souls-like. Like this could stand right next to Dark Souls. It's definitely got the secrets, the punishing difficulty, the learning, but it also has a lot of like really cool and fast attacks that you don't always see in Souls games. They're usually very, very slow combat, very calculating. Okay, it says do not give him the jade feather chisel. Okay. Yeah, Phantom Blade Zero is more action. I'm not sure about Lost Soul Aside. It might also lean more into action. Where Winds Meet is probably a little more of an action RPG. Yeah. So let's remain silent. Because I don't trust this guy. I don't trust him. Like he's got like mad scientist vibes. Is God of War considered action adventure? I feel like that would be like an accurate descriptor. Like, what, God of War 2018? I mean, if we trust Wikipedia, it says action adventure game. It's like, yeah, they can be hard games, but they're not true, they're not Soulslikes. Just because they have places where you can respawn enemies and rest. Because, you know, Stellar Blade has that, Wuchang has that. That doesn't necessarily fall into it. And just because a game has, like, souls in it that you collect doesn't also doesn't necessarily make it a Souls game, because there's a lot of games that allow you to gain and lose experience points, you know? I'm not sure what else you would categorize God of War as. Like, I mean, maybe with the newer ones, it does have some, like, mechanics that are, like, you're looting gear and stuff. But I wouldn't go into the looter shooter. And, like, when I think hack and slash, I think, like, Dynasty Warriors, like mind-numbingly easy. And I don't feel like Wukong or Stellar Blade are, like, super easy, just mash buttons and win type. You know, they're not hack and slash games. They're not quite Souls-likes. They have a lot of things that Souls-likes have, but they're also more action adventure oriented. It's very tough, man. It's getting a little difficult to, like, categorize some of these various games. I don't know who that feathered friend is, but I'm not letting him hit me. Medicine residue. Nah, look at all these books, man. That's suspicious to have this many books. So it is the divine object that fuels the rituals of Snowfall Palace and Zenwu Temple. If resurrection truly defies the will of heaven, blood of the true dragon may yet forge a path to ascension. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good, guys. That doesn't sound like a good thing that we're gonna do. Yeah, look at the roots of this Red Mercury tree. As much as I love Souls games, I much prefer newer action-adventure God of War is. I love the combat gameplay these days. Yeah, I do think God of War has, like, that really solid gameplay, which, ironically, Marvel's Avengers also had the same combat director, and the combat was incredible. I didn't think he was going to be able to jump that ledge. Never really used Blink Kick. Yeah, that's right. I wonder how long this bubble lasts. Like, Is it indefinite, or is it gonna be like a few minutes and then it just magically disappears? Yeah, I see a path down there. Souls is more hard, and when you die, you go back to the last checkpoint and fight guys again. God of War is the best action-adventure game ever. No stealth, but that game is not sneaky. But Aaron, yeah, not you literally bringing up in the chat. You're like, but Aaron hasn't finished God of War Ragnarok. He barely started it. Favorite stealth game is Dishonored, for real. When did I get the shield? When I beat the boss a couple minutes ago. I got her spell, which allows her to cast like frostbite everywhere, and then she gets this shield. Makes her stupid OP. Is someone throwing that at me? Or was that just broke? Okay. Fine. Oh, it looks like it might have worn off. Yeah, I don't like the let's put guys in dead pots and let them marinate in like corruption fluids. This was such a pretty game, like roaming the woods of in China, and now it's like look at all this nasty, ugly stuff. Oh. What the frick is that? What's up, girl?
We're close now. Just within our grasp. I should have known. You've been meddling with fate all along. Bringing Bayou back. We're almost there. This is what you've been after all along, isn't it?
Bring back my dead sister? Yikes.
Bringing Bayou back. This is what you've been after all along. Isn't it?
I thought I was gonna have to fight her. This has got to be a boss, right? Yep. The Reborn. What the fuck is this? Oh no, he's got shout. Got him. Yeah, we're killing bosses tonight, dude.
It withstood strong for 277 prosperous years. And ours, the Ming Dynasty, has woefully fallen.
Oh no.
But while an empire can perish, you can never erase its honor! You forged realm, who held fast,
It's not over.
shall restore Ming.
Fuck, dude, really?
Had such power then, those fools would
What we doing, guys? What is that? What is that? No, we're not doing that. Why is it getting bigger? Absolutely not.
no fear. I will reclaim the Ming. Empire would still stand strong. if
Dude,
not
this fight is gonna
Wuchang
suck.
rebelled.
What is that? What are we doing? It's so loud. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Take you. Dynasty reigned for 70 years, only to lead my nation to ruin, to the end of my dynasty.
Yeah, I'm dead. Alright. Well, I don't know how we're gonna fight that. I don't know. No. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love how the guide just mentions, and then you'll fight the demon of obsession. Like they just they're just like, and you'll just do this thing real quick. Don't worry about it. What do you mean? Worm, vermilion, jade. Where is the vermilion? Vermilion? I'm missing one. Vermilion. Where do we get that at? Vermilion chisel. We got ancient, we got aurum, and we have jade. I'm confused. These guides are so vague. What? Zhu Yuxian? I am confused. Okay, hang on. Wuchang. Like, I need to see, like, a full guide, not just, like, people being like, oh, and then this. Let's see. Worship's Rise. Yeah, because that's not helpful. It's like, oh, and then you get this. What? Okay. Scorn Great Axe, we got that. Yeah, we fought Vermilion Feathers Honglin. Bomagus. Then Wooden Bridge and Cart. No. Okay, Burning Cave Shrine. Yeah, we talked to Wang Shui. Young, I can't say his name. Yeah, we talked to the mad scientist dude. In the next cavern, a few enemies. Blah blah blah. Lost remains. Fight the Dragon Emperor Zhu Yujian. Right. Wait, we can use the flute? I like how it's like the Vegas thing. What was it called? It was the Vermilion. Vermilion. Chisel? Hmm. I've never actually used these. I figured use the ancient chisel for buffs. I'm trying to like figure out, cause like some people in walkthroughs are telling me I'm missing a chisel. So like I have 3 and there's 4 of them. So I'm like, am I a permanent upgrade for your weapons? Cyan. Do I have cyan? I don't have the cyan. I'm confused. What's up, Marvel? How you doing? Episode 2 was good. So it says here how to get the ancient vermilion chisel. The Reborn and the Dragon Emperor? I don't think we fought that. Or is that what I just... Is that what I just fought? And like, lost? Like... Very confusing. Hang on, let me see if I can rewind a little bit. Okay, so... Phase 1 is the Reborn. Okay, and then Phase 2 is the Dragon Emperor. Okay, so we have... Okay. So we fought him once. So we need to win to get that chisel. Okay. Like, one walkthrough I was reading was like, you need the chisel before you go into the fight. I'm like, I don't think so? Regarding the white-robed elder... How you doing, Marvel? Sorry, I'm having to like read all this stuff, but like we're kind of getting to a point where it's like there's a lot of like final choices that might affect your ending and stuff like that. The bow sorcerer, we did that. Discern the truth. Bound by fate threads and dream sweet deceit. You, after the bow sorcerer battle, and agree to help him. Okay. Yeah, this is all like very confusing. Like, I feel like you need a guide to like play this game. Okay, let's can we get some intel on this boss? Skyborn Might. There was a section about bosses. Okay, so we have 3 bosses left, I think. Who is Zhao Yun Eternal Glory? What is that? I'm confused. Some are telling me you have to go meet him. Let me go back. Peacemaker, gonna have a blast playing as that character in Fortnite. That's a fitting game for him, for sure. Okay, that's not... Session armor set? Do I have that? I don't think so. Okay. So Dragon Emperor is who I'm fighting? Who do we call in with the bone whistle, though? Oh, so we could use burning attacks on him. Yeah, that is really cool. Bone whistle. Who do we call? Wang Yangzi? Wait, we summoned the mad scientist looking dude? That's who we summoned for this fight? I mean, it'd be great to have someone to, like, distract the boss. I guess that makes sense. It's the second phase that's a little crazy. Yeah, so we'll dig into that next time we play Wuchang. We want to pivot over to some Metal Gear Solid now, I think. But yeah, I'm trying to understand. Yeah, so I think there's at least, like, anywhere between 2 and 3 bosses left in the game, which still sounds kind of overwhelming if I'm being honest here. Okay. Well, I will tell you what, we did defeat a big boss today, and we did defeat phase 1 of another boss, which I was not expecting to be able to do. I do think what we need to do is probably go... Where's my little fireball? Right there. Burning flames. But I still think the shield is the best. It's 5k. We don't need that. Ink with fire. We go with Flamebringer. If we really want to put the hurt on this guy. Burn buildup, increase fire attack power. Just to get things set up for next time. Short gameplay of Yote. Yeah, it's like we've seen enough Yote. Like we're good. We already know what the game's about. Like quit spoiling it, you know? That's kind of what Sony's doing. They just keep showing us more and more, and we're just like, guys, we're done. Alright, so more health recovered by the mana vase. That is mana vase recovery plus 9. So we're at a good spot with that. We just need... I guess we'll get one more mana vase charge. Which is insane, but like kind of needed with how difficult some of these bosses get. I feel like agility. See, there's some endurance slots up there, but like I kind of feel like agility is good. Because that also boosts our damage. Like if I take it away. I guess it doesn't show. Yeah, it doesn't really show, but it does say that it boosts your damage. So, when wielding specific weapons. Okay, and then we need to go to tempering and equip fire, strength. Okay, what is this? This is attack power gain from tempering. Increase the attack power gained. Continuity. Increase the duration of tempering. Really do that. Okay, so we got fire tempering back. Let's see. I want to make sure that those chisels... Okay, you can use them multiple times. Repeatedly. Increase max health or stamina. Interesting. I didn't know I could get more buffs by using the chisels. We are probably intentionally making this game a lot harder than it is or should be. Yes, I just see certain items and I'm like, no, I don't want to use that. Like, what if I lose... Whatever, I don't know. Maybe do that for additional stamina. And then they said the whistle would be good. And let me make sure. Yeah, fire is back. Okay. I'm not watching GTA 6 trailers all day long. That's crazy. Alright, I think we are ready to check out some Metal Gear. So we have 14 uses of our vase. So yeah, I guess using this, if we find another Forgotten Remembrance, that's going to put us at 15. 15 vases. And then it looks like there's more uses here for increasing the health recovered by the mana base. And this one requires Cyan Feather Chisel. Okay, how do we get that one? Oh, so we get that from the white-robed elder, but yeah, we have to do that after the dragon fight, so it's not gonna help us right now. Alright. Well, let me make sure that we are set up here for our wonderful pivot into world of Metal Gear. Metal Gear. Okay. Yeah, we are good to go. Gonna make sure we save this game. Awesome. Well, that is a solid part 12, I will say. We defeated a very difficult boss, and we discovered a new one, and we beat Phase 1 first try. And Phase 2 is going to be a little trickier. But I felt like I had plenty of health. It was just like, alright, I've used up all my temperance. Like, how do I deal damage? Paralysis very clearly was not, like, the thunder and paralysis was very clearly not affecting him very much. I really hate that. Why does it do that? Is the game closed? You never know. Alright, so we're going to pivot over to some Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, the remake of Metal Gear Solid 3. One of my favorite games. So once again, I want to thank you for watching, and we will catch you here in a few minutes.